Hi, in this video we're going through how to complete the third GTA 5 story mode McKenzie airfield arms trafficking air mission, the Foresight bombing run. Hi and welcome back, my name's Dan and I'm an old grumpy gamer. Grand Theft Auto is a truly massive game. Between GTA 5 and the constant updates from Rockstar for GTA Online, there's no shortage of new content and interesting things to do. Join me then for our series Every Business in GTA 5 as we look at maxing your cash in the third Grand Theft Auto 5 story mode McKenzie airfield arms trafficking air mission, the Foresight bombing run. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, we do how-to guides, news and giveaways, so consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay up to date. The first 5 air trafficking missions are all once-off, so you should take the time to get the bonuses and really enjoy them. From mission 6 onwards, you'll just rotate between 3 standard drop missions. And while there's no goal for this one per se, it can be a little challenging to get through it with all your bonuses intact. So let's pick it up as we're about to jump in the Cuban. So as before, we just head around to the left-hand side of the Cuban there, jump straight on in and yank that accelerator down as soon as you get in the briefing. As you pull around, just try and get that thing in the air as soon as possible. So just pull up on the stick and then gear up straight away. We want to really shave as many seconds off as we possibly can. Okay, so that's G on your keyboard and click your left trigger for the PlayStation Xbox. And once Oscar has finished his little briefing, we'll get our first marker and we can see that in the distance there, the little red flares this time. Now again, with this one, you want to go low and slow as you're going over the top of the enemies. Don't worry about the gunfire, that's okay. And just use your marker as a little targeting thing there. There we go, and that's done. Bank straight off to the right, and this one's a little bit of a challenge to get to, especially considering how squirrely the Cuban is. So the trick here is, as with the bombing runs, slow down as you approach the drop zone and use your mini map as a guide there. So as soon as you're over the top of the marker, that's when you drop the bombs, and that's why we stay nice and low, and we also take our foot off the gas, so to speak, as we make that final approach. So coming up on our next marker, slow it down. Stay low, don't worry about the gunfire, just ignore that and then drop as soon as your marker's over. There it goes. And next one around. Alright, so we'll line ourselves up again, staying reasonably low, mainly just so that we don't have to adjust our altitude too much. And we can see them off in the distance. Right, nice easy one this time, easy to line up. Get yourself all squared away and geared up nice and low. Ease off the gas, don't worry about the gunfire. And then as soon as your marker is over that little drop zone, away it goes, bank off, and one more to go. This one is a little bit more of a challenge to get to. We do need to go over the mountains, and it's not hard, but it is a bit of a flight, and the Cuban does get a little bit taily and a little bit jittery as it goes over the mountains, so good practice for later. We can see the flare off in the distance there, and we're going to approach it just from the left-hand side a little bit, just so that it's a bit easier to do that final last run, rather than coming straight off the back of the mountain. So we'll just swing around here, head out to the coast and line ourselves up nicely. Ease off the gas, nice and low. Again, don't worry about that gunfire, and then keep an eye on that mini-map. And as soon as we're over, drop that last bomb. There it goes. Done. Okay, bank around and we can start heading it back to the airfield. Now we are coming in at a pretty odd angle for the airfield here, so instead we're going to just sort of bank off to the left, head out over the Alamo Sea, and then we'll be able to make our approach from the opposite side of the airfield. We just, once it's around our right hand side there, we can just slowly bank off. We should have enough turning room. I might have left myself a little short, but that's okay, we'll make it work. Gear down. So G on your keyboard or your left thumbstick, and then just dump it. Now I might have come in a little bit late here, but we'll see how we go. Turn in, doesn't matter what speed you go into the hangar at, it'll slow you right down. And just skid to a stop. Very, very happy with that one. Got our full bonus, squeaked that away in 5 minutes or so that's not too bad. Pretty happy with that one. And thanks for watching. Check out the video up the top for the next variant, or the one down the bottom for some more old grumpy gamer goodness. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.